Okay, so hi there everyone. I'm going to make this video to teach you how to create your scaffold. That's scaffold 1 for our course. So for the general public, this is how you will use um, the rand between functions and maybe random. We'll see what we can use whatever functions we can use today. But specifically, I'm going to make use of the random. Um, function. So our scaffold is all about you creating a make-believe data set for the use of your future analyses in statistics. So I cannot allow you to gather data because that will be very much time consuming, and given that the pandemic situation now, so I cannot really trust that you complete the data gathering. Anyways, you will experience that fully when you reach your research course. So let's try to make a make believe data set here, like I said. So let's put a name that's usually optional. So let's just we will pretend that each row here in Excel will be um, a single individual, a single uh, participant in your study. So I required you to have 50 of them. So we will end here. I put 50 to be at least it will be more than 30. So name, say it really depends on your variables of your study, which I read and checked. So what are your demographic variables? So let's say you put there sex, age, what else? Say course in college and such. For example, let's have that three grouping variables. Say your study is about the level of perception about something. So level of perception. Okay, so this is just a random data set. So it depends on your variable. It may be level of attitudes, it may be awareness, it may be effectiveness. So the thing is, you should we make believe that you already surveyed your participants, and you already have the data there. So anyways, I think I will need to insert another column here before, because we'll need the number rather. You cannot trust these numbers here because number one stands for the column header. So start number here. Say the other one is academic performance, which is the grades of the students. So let's see. So what we're gonna do? How can we randomize things? So for this, for sure, in your questionnaire, this will be optional. So let's say all your respondents haven't put their names there since it's optional. So we just need the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. We will not do that by hand, of course. Just highlight this going through here. And just drag this down. Put your cursor on the lower right corner of this rectangle, hold on this, and then drag this all the way down until we reach number 50. You can see there it will be 50 in there in the lower right. So it will end up in number 50. So we have that number. We won't write the names for the sex. So it's either male or female, right? So let's see if we can have some rand. Okay, rand between. So not sure if we can put male or female here, but say let's try male, female. I don't know if we cannot do that. So anyways, let's just put male or female manually. Okay, we cannot put the rand between only functions on numbers. So well, maybe I'll put male, male, female. We don't know them. Male, 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 female, female, male, male, female, male, female, 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 male, female, 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 female. I mean, I don't know. Maybe male here. So what I want to do is just to copy these and then copy it down below. Again, this is a make-believe data. So you can just do this so that it will be easy for us. Maybe you'll copy this and then here, here, and here. And then you're done with the 50 students, 50 participants, and that's okay. For the ages where you can run between. So since we are assuming that they are college students, so we can use the random between. Okay, so college students, they start with, for instance, 19, 19 all the way to, let's say, 25, or yeah, the 25. So I'm gonna click on enter, and then I'm going to drag this all down until number 50. So there you go. What I want to do then is copy this and then paste this here, right on this exact cell, and paste it as a value. Because if it's not a value, it will actually change, since the function itself will automatically change every time I click enter. So for instance, if I'm going to undo that and it's still a function, for instance, I'm going to click on space. Every time I click enter, it will change, as you can see. So for it not to be changed, I'm gonna right click it here and paste a special and paste as a value. So there's, copy this again and right click and then paste it as values. Copy, right click, paste it as values so that it won't change anymore. So it's not anymore a formula, but it's values. So for the course, it depends on your study, what is the extent or the range of courses available to you. Say I'm going to limit it to only 2 courses, or say 3 courses. Say we're going to have BS BS what OM BS, what else, MK. So for instance, and then I'm going to copy some things here randomly and stuff. Again, this is a make believe uh, PowerPoint. So what you can do is, I'm not looking at it. I mean, you don't even have participants yourselves. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to put here things. Maybe that's it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to copy this and paste it down below. Then we're done. That's 50 there. Okay. Next is we're going to put the level of perception. So usually, if it's level, usually it's going to be a 5-point Likert scale. So I'm going to make use of run between again. I'm going to give it from 1 to 5. The bottom is 1, the top is 5, so that's the bottom number, and the top number, the least to greatest. I'm going to drag this, and you can actually double click this thing here, and it will drag down all the way down. Nothing there. So you can see again, I would like to suggest you would copy this and paste it on the same thing, on the same number of cells, and paste it as values so that the value will be intact. For the academic performance, since we know that the academic performance is between, say that's all of them are passing. Okay, so let's start from 80 going to 100. I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna double click on this to drag this all the way down, and I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna paste it there on the same thing. Okay, and then paste as values. And then, yeah, pretty much that's how you create a make-believe data set. Again, this is needed for our course in statistics. If you have more variables, kindly, just add columns here. If you want to make use of Jamovi, for instance, so you can always copy this, or rather convert this, you click on home, or rather click on file here, you save as, click save as, and kindly save it as C, uh, what's that? Um, Save it as CSV. That's CSV UTF-8, that's a comma delimited format. That CSV are formats from Excel. If you want to open your Excel file and you want to open it using Jamovie, you can save it as this format CSV, and Jamovie could pretty much save it or pretty much understand it. What the good thing is, if you're going to save it as Jamovie, is that rather save it as CSV rather. Jamovie will read this first column or first row rather as the column headers. Hence, Jamovie will call it as the variable. So you don't need to manually write down the variables if that's the case. So that's better. That's way better because automatic if there's some trouble and problems with the formatting, the scale, if it's nominal, which you think that it should be ordinal or something, you can just manually edit it. But the thing is, you don't need to, one by one write down the variables and set them down. It will be by default, numbers will be by default continuous or yeah, continuous or interval ratio scale, and names here, which are of course letters or abbreviations, will be noted as sometimes they abbreviated as ID, especially if the variables have a lot of different different types among them. But if it has, like, for example, 1, 2, 3, it will automatically be saved as nominal level. So that's it for now. This is how you create your make-believe data set. Again, if you have more variables and you need more columns, Excel provides us lots of columns here, and yeah, it's up to you to add. So thank you for watching. Please do comment down below if you have some questions, and you can always message me, okay, for any question. Okay, so thank you very much.